chaps, I just thought I'd make a little video to sort of show you a bit of the what's going on Modern Warfare side as opposed to just Warzone. So it's just a bit of a kind of run through really. So you got your quick play where you can choose what little games you want to be in and sort of create your own playlist. I tend to play hardcore because I'm upgrading weapons, so I want to get as many kills as possible. Ground War, pretty self-explanatory, is just a massive war. I think it's 75 versus 75. You have to capture 5 objectives. And then gunfight is just 2 on 2 or 3 on 3, depending on what time of day it is. Gun game is just different, really small maps, free for all, and you get different guns, and you have to get a kill with that gun, and then everyone gets a different gun, and that goes through. Deathmatch and domination is really good. You can just get your points from kills as well as holding the objectives. Drop zone, never actually played drop zone. I have no idea. Not played it on this. I think it's similar to domination or hardpoint, maybe more closely. Shipment 24/7 is smallest map. Lots of different games. It's just mental. Shoot House is one of my favourite maps. It's slightly larger than Shipment, considerably larger than Shipment, but it's still a pretty small map. And then there's some other things in here which again I've not really gone in. Do custom games, split screen, some trials there, I don't even know, like game battles. Right, okay, well, that's quite interesting actually. So obviously you got your officer progression, which I was telling you about, so I've completed all them. So when season 4 starts, there'll be another 100 to work through. So some of these are fairly straightforward that you're going to get just by playing. Others you've got to grind a little bit, especially towards the end. I mean, proxy's pretty easy. So I'm trying to find if there's any difficult ones. Chopper gunner kills, it's always a bit difficult. 5 kills without dying 10 times. Again, gotta get your kill streaks. A lot of these ones were weapon based, so how many attachments you had attached to your weapons. IAVs is always a difficult kill because they only spawn on bigger, or you can only call them in on bigger maps and in ground war, and everyone wants to do that. IAV is just a big tank. So yeah, I'll show you some of the weapons and the classes that I've got as well, just to show you what you're missing out on, basically. So this is like 10 classes that you can have, 10 different loadouts that you can have. So I have the BP grind and my daily challenge kit. So these are ones that are fairly interchangeable. Whatever my daily challenges are, if they're on a specific weapon, I'll use daily challenge or BP for battle pass if there's something in the battle pass that needs grinding. So at the minute I've just unlocked the Bruin Mark 9 LMG, so I've been using that for quite a bit. I've actually maxed it out because there was a double weapon XP event on recently. So I've got all the attachments. I've got a short barrel, PBX holosight, which I'm using quite a bit at the minute. It's a holographic sight. That's all maxed out, as I'll show you in a second. Scott, and obviously it's an LMG, so you want sleight of hand because it takes a fucking age to reload. And so if we have a look at our customizing, I think I mentioned yesterday about your camo challenges. So there's 100 different camo challenge levels to go through, and then once you've got all those, you can start working on your gold, platinum, Damascus, and the latest one is the Dragon Glass, whatever it's called, Onyx. Is it Onyx? I'll have a look. I'm working on one at the minute. So as you can see, there's different challenges for these. So these are just killing enemies ones. So I've killed 412 enemies with this so far. Then there might be like headshots, and that's a headshot one. What we got here? Crouching kills, hip fire kills, long shots. These are kill streak ones. Kill 3 enemies without dying. No attachments. I don't know what this is. Double kills. All attachment slots used. What we got here? Mounted kills as well. So there's all different things to sort of really get completionist of the weapon. So if you're using an optic, there's different reticles to choose from. So this is my particular favourite, the blue dot, because it's smallest for a holographic sight. So there's some different options. So these again, you had to do certain challenges to unlock these. 200 kills with any holographic sight, 50 headshots, 153 point kill streaks, which is pretty mental, really. So then you have these little charms that you can hang off your gun. I don't really like them, but I do use the 141 quite a bit. But some of them are a bit daft, and some of them just do look quite cool, but it's not really my thing. There's a nice dog over there. And then you can stick stickers on. I only really use the Remarkable Marksman because I think it looks good, and also shows you a bit of prestige. So you can place these in usually up to 4 areas, and some of them you can really make a gun look like shite with them. So I tend to use them quite sparingly. So this is the Renetti, which we were talking about yesterday. It was part of the Battle Pass, one of the 3 levels of the Battle Pass. So again, this is maxed out level 46. I mean, you just got to really grind out this gun, because some of the attachments that you get at the high levels are awesome. The 3-round burst barrel is a game changer. It's absolutely vicious. I don't actually use optics because I don't really like optics on pistols, so I just use the laser just to help me out. Although I think visually it does spoil the look of the gun with the laser on the underbarrel. But you can do little bits and pieces with this. So you can have like a shoulder stock. I can't even tell what's going on there. Oh, it's a foregrip. Oh, wow. Okay, that's unusual. But again, I think I've got a pretty good one going on there. So perks along with guns. There's a certain challenge for pistols, and a Kimbo challenge for each weapon. So yeah, you want to hip fire, and I can't remember the challenge for this, but it's something like get so many kills in 10 games, something like that. So it's not a lot. And then you got a Kimbo, so you can't look down the sights, but you can just fill people with lead. And this Renetti, especially with the Mark III burst, you can really do some damage. So all the others are fairly standard. You'll get them on most weapons. So one's for melee, faster reloads, headshot bonuses, things like that. FMJ for the firing through metal. Sorry, my headset decided to shut down. Maximum ammo, increased nameplate visibility, and then just slowing people down, but you want to kill them. So. I've got a nice little grip here. There's not many to choose from actually, but this one actually looks better with different camo. I'll show you in a minute. I've extended mags because when you're using that 3-round burst, that's 9 shots you've got there, which is your standard magazine, so you soon run out. And I've got lightweight trigger on there as well because you can just fire off those groups of 3 fairly quickly. So again, this is it's got the gold camo, so I've done all the challenges for these. Pistol challenges are a little bit different. That's all attachments, but like I think what might be different. Kills shortly after reloading. No attachments, kill streaks. I think long shots as well. Long shots are obviously going to be a lot easier with pistols. Oh sorry, let's just have a look at this. So I got the gold and all that. Yeah. Platinum. So you got to get gold for every type of weapon in the class, every model of weapon in the class. So every pistol you have to get gold for. Damascus is when you unlock platinum for everything. Again, that's pretty nice. And then Obsidian is what I'm working on at the minute. So 15 kills a match for in 100 matches. It actually does carry over apparently. I've not really been paying that closer attention. So you get 10 in one game, and then it'll unlock 5 kills into the next game. So yeah, I'm working on that, even though I think the gold looks better. So let's just actually we'll do this. Let's just remove the camo, and then I'll show you what some of the attachments look like. So if you've got the little sort of mason symbol there, it means it's a custom with a blueprint. So I'm using the Guard 1 version, so that's the standard version. So obviously it looks nicer. I actually like the competition barrel. I think it looks really nice. But I just love that 3-round burst so much. So I have got a couple of versions of this. I think maybe not. So I'll tell you what, let's just go from stock. So there you go. There's your stock Renetti. So the competition barrel is a really nice looking thing, and you can do a fair amount of customization on what is a fairly small weapon with not many different attachments. So it can have a look at this like a pro grip, sort of smooth finish, and because I've unlocked the blueprint for Guard 1, that's the one that comes with that sort of wood and black finish. Doesn't really go there, does it? But this is the speed grip, which I like. It looks really good in black as well. You stick that with your burst, Guard 1 burst, and that's a pretty damn good looking gun. So that's nice. And you change the mags on that, get the Guard 1 extended mags, starting to look like a decent weapon. What have we got in terms of muzzle attachments? A compressor. Again, these all have positive and adverse reactions to the guns themselves, to usability. So you can see there, tactical suppressor makes your aim down sights slower, which for your sidearm you want to be as quick as possible, and also a bit unsteady if you're walking, looking down the sights, but it makes it silent. So swings and roundabouts, very much all these swings and roundabouts. I don't actually use any muzzle attachments on this because I I just think it looks too good without. You can stick an oil can from an engine on the front as well if you really want. Muzzle brakes, so they're all pretty standard types of attachments. Obviously with your blueprints, let's just change that back to guard one. So these are all different attachments. So this is the cerulean which I use pretty much all the time particularly in Warzone, because it was the first gun that I completed the camo challenges for. So it's you can see it's pretty tasty. I don't know how to control the camera. So it's got the blue tracers. It's got a canted hybrid sight. Just wait to see what else we've got. Oh, it's a rail mounted laser on the side. And the sniper stock. So it's pretty tasty just out of the box like that. I've got the gold on it now, but I used it just because I thought it looked really nice. So that's a Kilo 141 blueprint. I've got a couple more blueprints for that as well. Union Black, battle tested, Berliner, and is Beefeater? No, Beefeater Bravo. So battle tested again. They're all Kilo 141's got some really nice looking blueprints. Kind of wooden one, and the Berliner as well, which is a short one. So again, if you start editing your own Kilo 141, you can put a mix and match of all the different blueprint items that you've got. So the Bravo, I think, is the FAL, which is a single shot rifle, assault rifle. Smooth Dominator's a nice looking. I've slightly customised it for this version for whatever I needed at the time. And then your M4A1, this is you actually got this with the version of the game that I got. Had these XRK versions, so it's got this gold, sort of bronzy gold receiver, upper receiver and lower receiver, and I just think it was a good gun to play with. I actually not that big a fan of M4s, and a lot of the M4 barrels and guards look a bit shy, to be honest. So this has got an integral hybrid sight. And it actually got an M16 stock, which I have an M16 myself. So that's one of Dems. And then the Purist, that's just another variation of the M4. That is a particular M4 that I was making. And then sorry, with Delta, I can't remember what this is. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Underbarrel shotgun. It's a bullpup style rifle. I mean, it looks alright, if not just a little mental. It fires 56 rounds as well. Let me just check what that is, because that's doing my head in. Assault rifle Delta. Oh, the 5.56. Never use it. So yeah, there's just some variations of that. Jabua. So some of them look nice. Obviously, the more blueprints you have, the more sort of customizable attachments you can have as well. So the Odin, this is one of the challenges I've been working towards, is long shots with an Odin. So I got the Black Asp, and I think that was a Season 3 Battle Pass unlock. So again, it's bullpup, and it's got a bit of sort of silver and black. It's nice looking gun. I don't like the carry handle. Wish I could take that off. And obviously your sight is considerably higher than the end of your barrel. It's just another variation of it. A nice black one. This is my version, so it's fairly similar. A lot of the blueprints I don't even put a camo on because I think they just look so good in black. Right, what's that? Foxtrot. Is that the the other one, M13? Diecast, nice short CQB style weapon. Not overly dissimilar from my airsoft one. Oh, it's even got the dust cover over, so you can see the bolt. Very nice. And then that's my version, just more or less the same. That's another stock one. Oh, it must have needed for something. I've got quite a few of them. Don't know of them. Yes. Right, so this is the Scar, which has long been my favourite assault rifle. What the hell's that? High explosive. It's in YouTube underneath. I don't actually. I tend to use a Kilo 141 when it comes to assault rifles. Over the Scar, just I don't know why I do enjoy the Scar. I use this traitor version to build my custom Scar because I think it looks quite nice, which is this one. And we've got an AK-47, my custom AK-47, and then the Ram 7, which is I use quite a bit as well. So that's the stock blueprint corruptor version. So oh wow, it's got a charging handle down there. It's a bullpup. I mean, it is a good looking gun. Why does it reverse? Fake stuff. I got another version of that, Sandstorm and Ambush as well, which is a new one. And Ram's Head is the version I use, which is more or less just the corruptor stuff. Just styled. Took a bit of the white out of it. And then I've got a version that's that I'm using to get the challenges. So it'll have certain attachments removed and stuff, so I can get long shots and multi-kills and things like that. Okay, so this is the Growl 556, which is the brought in Season 2 in the Battle Pass. So it's an assault rifle, but it's tiny. It's really fun to use. I'm actually using it in Warzone as well at the minute. XRK styling. It's got a bit of a sort of sun rays going on. Operator foregrip. And I've got one that's just got some superficial changes. Oh, right. What are all these? Have I not unlocked these? I wonder. Ghostly premonitions. Oh wow. I never even noticed any of these. These are ones that I don't own yet, but my god, so mega So SMGs, we're not going to go through all these, but this is an AUG. Again, I like this because it's a decent opening bullpup style SMG. I use that one, Bum Fun, quite a bit. And that is the whatever it's called. I can't remember. PP9, not PP9. I have to look it up. P90. Bloody hell. So yeah, MP5. There's a Rampage one. This is a dirty looking weapon. MP5. See a few of these knocking about in Warzone as well. This is MP7, which is I use it quite a bit. That's mine. There's blowback. Just unlocked this gun actually. Quite enjoying this. And a little Uzi. Oh no, sorry, that's the MP7. This must be the Uzi there. Sorry, an Uzi. MP7 piercer. So I got one of mine that's slightly customised, and this Undertaker, which is the Striker, and that does a 3-round burst as well. It's a good looking gun in black. I like it. What else have we got? That's just my version. And ooh, my goodness me. So again, I can't go through all these. So the Model 680 just got a massive buff recently. Some nice looking blueprints on here. My version, I got the Elite. And then the R9 shotgun. This is another good one. Tenderizer is a nice looking thing. All black, smooth bore. I think Collateral's the one I based mine off. I have this GTR version, and then a 1 attachment version for various challenges. And then the 725 one-shot kill in regular gameplay. Ice Storm, it's a nice looking gun. I think there's a nice little one as well. I think Judgment is what I base mine off. The Messi, again, it's gold because it's you can't not use it in close quarters. Stalker, again, this is the Origin. It's my most used weapon. There's some tasty things going on there. I have various variants on this. Again, I've golded this because I get so many kills with it. It's a rapid fire shotgun. You can't really say anything else about it. It's got drum barrel, drum mag on it. Again, don't bother with sights on this. All hip fire, just sprinting, running and gunning, no messing. So this is the VLK shotgun. I've only just unlocked this, but it's a nice looking piece of kit. I don't think it performs as well as the Origin. So a couple of LMGs because I do like an LMG. I'm using that Bruin. Sorry, let's just go back up to standard issue. Baddie I used quite a bit. I think that's a PKM. And that's my version of what would that be? Usurper. Yeah, that's good looking. Damn. Chupacabra. So that's your 91, and I've got a variant of that. Oh, I've golded that as well. Oh, nice. Lucky Strike been using it at the minute. At my version of it, that's fairly similar. Have I not unlocked Sword? And the Holger, which was released in was it season 2, season 3? Oh wow, season 1 it's in. Oh, this is beautiful out of the box as well. So I have a variant of that I used. I call the Pretty, or the Prit, because I missed the end Y off and never bothered to change it. So it's just got the drum mag in there, and I'm not sure what scope that is. Merc thermal optic. Must be up to something with that. DMRs are sort of not quite sniper rifles. Generally single shot, and you get your crossbow in there as well. Some are really nice. Got this latest one, this SKS. I've got my variant, the SKD. It's a nice single shot rifle. Light. It does a lot of damage. Generally one shot kill in regular game modes. And sniper rifles, really lacking sniper rifles on this game. I've got a couple of variants that I use. I don't even know what they call it. This is an HDR. So this is from the game, the campaign, and it's got this mental double sight on the top. I haven't really got time for sniping. There's another variant there, the old grassy knoll. This one I just use on smaller maps, almost like a DMR. I just have a short scope on it. This is what I use in Warzone. So getting pretty high number of kills now. Looking at the camo that I've got going on. And that's a nice looking thing. And the bloody boom slang. It's just another variation. That's nice as well. Lovely. Not much time for sniper rifles, to be honest. Okay then, shall we've got here urban defiler. What is this? This is a little sort of Glock looking thing. Ooh, that's nice. That is a nice little piece. Don't even know what that is. Whatever it's called, X16. Avelina, a 1911 variant. 1912. We've got a 357 Magnum. The 350 XRK version is the version I got free with the game, so it has that similar sort of look to it. Like brass hammer and trigger, very nice. One shot kills generally at close range. Got a couple of variants of that. The two-tone. Now what weapon is this? I shouldn't tell you. That's a nice looking gun as well. Silverfield. Delta. What is that? Let's go and have a look. Handgun Delta. Oh, it's an M19. Yeah, so you where have we gone? M19 apparently. I've got my two-tony version. Okay, now we've got the Desert Eagles, various. I think I've got 4 of these. It's a shame that it's got that gold top rail. Because I do like the orange lower. But yeah, that is your Desert Eagle. Done a fair amount of killing with these. These Cerastes. I'm not sure. That's nice. Sort of matte finish. Big red tack laser underneath though. Monochromatic was the first one I unlocked back in season 1. And I use this for all the variants. I mean, look at this size of that. That is a 5.0. Can you see down the barrel? So it comes with a nice little textured grip as well. So I've got a Kimbo version for when I unlocked that. So I use a laser and bigger mag. And I have this clay version which I made, which I mean, I don't think I've ever used it in anger, just maybe doing some challenges. I mean, it's got a holographic sight on it. I mean, it's just repulsive, really. And then we've got the Renetti. So there's the beautiful Guard 1, which has the triple fire, and then obviously my version, which I had a look at before. And there's a Draugr. That's very nice. Okay, there's only a riot shield and tack knife in the melee section. I've got quite a few of these, but they're all fairly similar. Apart from these seem to be hatchets. A lot of the ones I've unlocked are just various knives. That's nice. So that's your armory. You can really customize your weapons, you know, to how you like these things. Obviously, this is fairly standard. You can have little watches as well, for doing various challenges or buying things. I mean, that's a pretty thing, isn't it? Kill deaths, skill tracks. You can have a little Tamagotchi. And then this has just been brought out, is where you can skin your vehicles. So I've not got anything really in there. Field upgrades, so they're just for, you know, while you're mid game, you can do little things. I've 2 set up, and again I tend to use these ones the most. Dead Silence and trophy system to block incoming projectiles. But you can have stopping power rounds. You can have like more defensive things like the cover, and then drones, recon drones, EMP drones, and you can fly in heavy weaponry and ammo. So again, these reload with time, and there are perks which I've not covered that can speed up the time that they come in. Kill streaks, all the favourites apart from the dogs. So, you know, a couple of kills and you get these shield turret, biggest waste of time. And then you got your likes of your counter UAVs and UAVs, care packages, all the standard stuff, cluster strike, precision airstrike. IAV, I usually select, and then on smaller maps, that's replaced with the Wheelson, which is like a um, little mini tank thing. So sentry gun there are pretty standard. Emergency airdrop, only ever use it for challenges. VTOL, quite useful, just call it in and it'll patrol for you after initial sort of carpet bombing. So they're pretty useful. White phosphorus is, I mean, morally questionable anyway. But it's just a pain in the arse. Just people are just dying all over. If you use it in hardcore, you start killing your teammates. You'll be out in no time. The old chopper gunner. So you take control of this chopper, and you can fire 3 different types of ammunition that obviously reload at different speeds. Support helo, similar sort of thing, apart from it patrols for you. Gunship, you take control, and yeah, again three types of weapon. In fact, I think chopper's only got 2. So some really heavy like mine things, and then down to like a machine gun. Advanced UAV just shows you what direction people are pointing in. I don't know why that would be 12 kills for that. It seems obscene. Never had it used. I got one in a care package once, but I just think it's a complete waste of time. And then of course the Juggernaut at the end. So 15 kills, 14 if you've got hardline. So we'll just have a quick look at perks. It's just going my daily challenge here. So yeah, double time, you can sprint fast at EOD, resistant to some of the bombings. Scavenger, never usually alive long enough to need any ammo, and there's plenty of guns lying around anyway. Kill chain you use quite a lot for getting kill streaks. And quick fix, you actually get a health boost once you kill people. So yeah, Ghost, Point Man, so you get bonuses for doing objectives in objective games. Restock's quite useful. Chuck a grenade, 25 seconds later you get another grenade. And hardline, reduce your kill streak. So that's an old common one. Overkill, obviously carry 2 primary weapons that can be useful in like Warzone, Ground War. And then your yellers, you've got all different things, trackers, spotter, you can see equipment and hack it, more resistant to gas and flashes. Shrapnel, carry 2 lethals, and amps, you can switch weapons faster, and I think you reload rocket launchers as well quicker, which can be useful. And tune up is the field upgrade reduction one. So if you've got challenges to use field upgrades, it's useful to have. So that's how you end up filling up these loadouts, because you're doing challenges or whatever, you need different things. So some of them are map specific, because I play quite a lot in Rust and Shipment. So these ones you tend to get killed, so these are riot shield ones, particularly shot in the back. For spec ops, I have an overkill class, which is very similar to my my Warzone class. The RPG string, well, it did have a rocket launcher as well. Silent but deadly. That again, this one changes quite a lot, but it tends to be running around with a knife. If I need to grind for Juggernaut, I use these because these are my best guns, if you like. Again, daily challenge, we'll have a look at that, and then the Warzone one, which in a minute, I'm using that Grau 556 and the HDR. Maybe just show you quickly lethals. So standard ones, Claymine proxy. C4's a bit of a hybrid because you can throw it almost like a grenade and get it to explode in the air above someone, like at head height. Or you can just leave it somewhere similar to a proxy and a claymore, but you have to remember to trigger it when there's someone nearby. Semtech's probably the most used one. Sticks to people. People gather together. There's a two-man team or whatever you're coming up against, and blow them both up. Thermite, useful, sticks to stuff as well. And frag grenades are fairly obvious. Heartbeat sensors, so you got a little adrenaline shot thing there. Decoy grenade shows up like gunfire on the mini map. Gas, awful. Don't use it. These are all fairly obvious snapshots, similar to like a recon drone. It'll just show you who's around. Again, there are things that can block that, perks that can block that. Okay, so obviously that's battle pass that you'll be aware of, and operators. So some of the operators you get standard, some of them you have to do things in Spec Ops to unlock, some of them you have to actually purchase. So Ronin is the only good guy that I've not got, and he costs about 15 quid to get, so he's alright, but he's not worth it. So they're all split up. Also in the third series, season 3, they introduced the Milsim character, where you could just have a generic kind of guy, and but he had country designations. So got some British counter-terrorists, some Korean chaps, American dudes. It's time for any of that. Ghost. So these are S guys. The US Army Demon Dogs. Warcom, just kind of collection of randoms. And again, these come with skins. Some of them are season specific. Some of them you had to do different things like Spec Ops with them and such. So they can make them say funny things as well.
Like a ton of bricks.
Like a ton of bricks.
Nice.
And obviously your finishing manoeuvres. So you just hold down R3 when you're behind somebody and they've not noticed you. You can do something like that. Get the dog. So some of these are beautifully horrendous. And then Alex, won't really go into Alex if you've not played the campaign, but it's very well received when you arrived. So on the baddies, or the other side, Nikto's actually one I paid for because I just think he looks fucking amazing. He's only actually got one skin. There's a lot of conjecture about who he was, whether he was going to be Ghost.
It's about picking the right tool for the job.
He's got. What's he got? So he is a Russian Spetsnaz. And Rodian, yeah, I use him a fair bit. It's got a nice little throat slit finisher there. Bale. How do they use Bale? So, does he ever take his mask off? I don't think so. What's he got? He's got this. Headbutt knockout. Minotaur. Again, some of these later ones they end up getting a bit more street, and I mean, you just get seen from a mile off, like Thorne's Arsenal kit. Like, it's pointless. You know? Rocky Bees. And head stomp. Mace was sort of the counter to Ghost. You had to pay for him. This Azure characters, there's a couple of skins that are really different from these. Don't think I've got any of them. Oh. Disable and kill. Wow. This is a bit rank. Grinch. What's this guy's finisher? Yeah. That's terrifying when it gets done to you. Zane is another one. I think you had to pay for Zane at first. Nice. Jaeger in the main story, one of the most controversial scenes in the game, which he doesn't want any part of. He's got quite the wardrobe. So obviously when he was in prison. Pretty horrid. Kruger. I think there's a strange Kruger one where you can see his face. Oh, that was standard. Sid. These good, especially when you get a game-winning kill cam. Iskra I actually bought just because I had a bit of money. I thought she looked a bit different. She's got a pretty good double knife effort going on there. Okay. That's more or less the game. I'm trying to sell it to you, really. I mean, there's all these challenges to go through as well. You can unlock blueprints and calling cards and different things like that. There's all this you can go through. I mean, super frenzied shooting hysteria, 3-point blank kills in a minute, 7 kills in a minute, 3 headshots in a minute, 4 long shots in a minute, 2 finishing moves in a minute. 3 quick scope kills in a minute. I can't do that. What's the final one? 3-point blank kills in a minute. So yeah, there's loads to do, and that's just multiplayer. There's Spec Ops as well as the campaign. It's like 3 games in one. So they've got your usual Spec Ops. Ooh, some new ones. Check those out. And then there's the usual wave sort of survival ones and classic Spec Ops. So there's there's plenty to go at. So I encourage you to get involved. And let's get on this. Okay, I will might actually play something for a bit. I'll sign out. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.